Dear students, yesterday we talked about Niels Bohr's model of atom and electronic configuration of 20 elements. Today we are going to discuss a new topic in which we understand the definition and examples of isotopes and isobars. So first we understand about the isotopes. So uh, when we define an element, we have learned that all the atoms of an element are all alike. They possess the same atomic number. It means the same number of electrons and same number of protons. However, it has been found that an element may have two or more types of atoms, which, in spite of having the same atomic number, differ in their mass numbers. So, it means they possess different number of neutrons in their nuclei. Such atomic species of an element is called isotopes. So we can define it as the atomic species of an element having the same atomic number but different mass number are called isotope of that element. You have to understand we are talking about only a single element there. Okay. Now you better understand by this example, since isotope and element have the same atomic number, they possess the same number of protons and the same number of electrons also. Due to difference in mass number, they possess different number of neutrons. So you have to keep in mind. If we take an example of oxygen, three isotopes of oxygens are found. Okay, three isotopes. One is there, okay, which we normally knows its general formula oxygen, atomic number 8 and mass number 16. But when second one is 8, atomic number is same but mass number is 17. Same there, atomic number same but their mass number different, so they possess the same atomic number 8 but different their mass number, so that's why they are the isotope of oxygen. So there are the isotopes of oxygen. Now you can understand by this table more well. Okay, here atomic number is 8, mass number 16, number of electron also 8, proton also, but their difference in, you can see difference in only neutrons. 8 in first one, 9 is second one, 10 is third one. Okay, so this is the difference between isotopes. Now we understand their properties, physical properties. So they are made up of only one element. Okay, so they have different mass numbers, so they have different atomic masses. They exhibit a difference in their physical properties. For example, all physical constant of 1s2 deuterium and isotope of hydrogen, okay, a specific gravity, melting point, etc., are higher than those of 1h1 protium ordinary hydrogen. So you have to understand that in this, okay, if we talk about the isotope of hydrogen, which is 1s2, if we compare it with 1h1, okay, it is some different. Its melting point, specific gravity, boiling point are higher. Chemical properties, atomic number is the most fundamental property of element and describe its chemical nature also. The chemical properties of an element depend on its atomic number and therefore its electronic configuration also. So since the isotope of an element have the same atomic number and therefore the same number of electron with the same electronic coefficient, they possess similar chemical properties. Okay, so isotopes possess same chemical properties. If we take example, okay, there is 1H1 and 1H2. Okay, these are similar. However, rate of reaction of 1H2 is slower than 1H1. Okay, their chemical properties are same but rate of reaction somehow slower. Okay, it's due to their isotopic effect. Now we understand about the isotope of hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen and three isotopes: protium, deuterium, and tritium. Okay, so protium 1H1, its formula is 1H1. Deuterium formula is 1H2, and tritium formula is 1H3. If you see the details of these isotopes, okay, same as the oxygen. Okay, these three names are given, and their symbol and their atomic number. Okay, mass number will be different, and number of electrons and number of proton will be same, and the number of neutrons also different. Okay, only two things are different here: mass number and neutron number. That's why they are known as isotopes of hydrogen. Structure: this is about the structure of these isotope of hydrogen. Okay, protium 1H1. 1H1 means only one proton is there. Okay, and 1H2, one proton and one neutron. Okay, and one electron in all of them. Tritium 1H3, so it means one proton and two neutron is there. Okay, so these are the structure. Then we move to the isotope of carbon. So carbon also have three isotopes. Okay, C612 and 1314. Okay, they have same atomic number but different masses: 12, 13, and 14. Okay, if you see their isotopes, okay, in a table, these are given: atomic number same, mass number different, electron number same, number of proton will be same. And if we do a minus z, okay, 6, 7, 8, it will become similar. Okay, 12 minus 6, 6, 13 minus 6, 7, 14 minus 6, 8. Okay, many students are also not familiar about it, but I clear now. Okay, I already clear you about how to calculate the number of neutrons, protons, electrons. These are the structure given. You can see these are the structure. Okay, you can easily make these structure. If we talk about carbon 612, take only first example first. Its electron coefficient will be 2 and 4. Okay, so for it means in first cell 2 electrons are there. Okay, 2 electrons, and in second cell 4 electrons are there, so you can represent it as and 6 proton and 6 neutron. Okay, same for electronic constant 2 4 here also. Okay, and in case of electronic configuration of carbon 14 also same, but difference is only in number of neutrons. Okay, 7 neutron in C613 and 8 neutrons in C614. So this is the difference only. Okay, these are very simple things, isotopes. Same for the isotope of chlorine. Chlorine has two isotopes. Okay, C1735 and C1737. Atomic number same but mass number different. So you can easily understand they have the same number of atomic number same, mass number different, so that's why number of neutrons also different. This is the structure of isotopes of chlorine. Okay, simple structure is there. Electronic configuration should be 287. These are simple structure, electronic configuration 287. Okay, so only difference of neutrons in first one 18 and second one is 20. Okay, so one note for is there, why we are taking fractional atomic mass. Okay, the atomic mass of several elements are fractional. This is due to the presence of isotopes. The average atomic mass of an element is obtained by averaging the mass number of all its isotopes in the ratio of their occurrence in nature. If we take example of chlorine, okay, in nature it found in the ratio of 3 by 1 by mass. Okay, it means average atomic mass, if we do 3 into 35 plus 1 into 37 upon 3 plus 1. Okay, if we obtain these from soil or anywhere where they found, the ratio of C1735 would be 3. Okay, it means in every 4 chlorine atoms, chlorine elements, the first one is first 3 is this. Okay, and second one, only one from them is this, so that's why we take it as their average. So atomic mass is also, then its average is 35.5. Okay, so that's why we write it as a 35.5. So now you have understand that why we write the atomic mass of chlorine like that. Okay, This is 17 and 35.5. We write it as a fractional. Now we will understand that what are the reasons for chemical activity of an atom. Okay, so first one is tendency to acquire stability. So as I already tell you that every element want to be stable. Okay, so as in your life you want to stable, so atoms also or elements also want to be stable. Okay, it is a law of nature that an unstable or less stable system has a basic urge to acquire stability. The most stable state of a system corresponds to the state of minimum energy. If you take example, water always flow from a higher level to a lower level. This is because the potential energy corresponding to a lower level is less as compared to that in the higher energy level. Okay, so transfer of energy take place from the higher level to higher energy level to lower energy level every time. So the chemical combination between two atoms and formation of a chemical bond between them involves a decrease in the potential energy of the system. This is why atom possess chemical activity and combine together to attain a state of lower potential energy and thus acquire more stability. Okay, so every atom want to be stable. Second thing, tendency to acquire noble gas configuration. This is the this is related to the stable configurations. Okay, so noble gas, as you know, they are inert in function. They are not going to any type of chemical reaction. So this implies that these gases are stable. Okay, so the electronic configuration should be therefore stable. So therefore which are shown in table also. Okay, these are the electronic configuration of noble gases. You can see here. Okay, what thing you have to see in that outermost cell have 8 electrons, so it means they are stable in nature. Okay, they didn't want to lose electrons or didn't want to gain electrons. Okay, because they are already stable, so that's why noble gases are stable in nature. You can see them. Okay, Hel- uh, helium, the first noble gas, contain only 2 electrons in its valence shell. This cell, K cell, cannot accommodate more than 2 electrons. Hence, the valence shell in helium is complete, and helium possesses a stable configuration. So that's why we called it as a stable gas, because it contains stable electronic configuration. Other noble gases possess 8 electrons in their valence shell. Okay, so it is according to Bohr scheme. Okay, it is known as the electronic configuration. We already understand in the last week that it is known as Bohr scheme of electronic configuration. Okay, so it may be concluded that all noble gases possess valence shell completely filled and possess stable electronic configuration. The noble gases are already in a state of maximum stability and therefore do not enter into chemical combustion under normal condition. Under normal condition, they didn't go for any chemical reaction. Therefore, stability is so prominent that they even do not form diatomic molecules and exist as monoatomic gaseous elements. Okay, so they occur as helium, neon, argon. If you see their structure, okay, their chemical formula, they occur as a monoatomic form. Okay, so the valence shell electronic configuration of other atoms are quite different from those of noble gases. Their valence shell, outermost shell, possesses less than 8 electrons. This means that the electronic configuration of all the other atoms are less stable as compared to those of noble gases. Since an atomic system is also a part of the universe and has a basic tendency to acquire stability, a state of minimum energy, it takes part in chemical reactions to acquire a stable electronic configuration. Okay, so this is the reason why other elements go for chemical reactions. Okay, during chemical combination, an atom tries to attain the noble gas configuration by giving, taking, or sharing of electrons, which you understand later. Okay, about the bonds when we read about a different type of bonds. Then one rule also there, octet rule. Okay, so as mentioned about, the noble gases possess electrons in their valence shell except of helium. Okay, so they are monatomic gases. So uh, valence shell containing 8 electrons is particularly stable Since all other atoms have a basic urge to attain the noble gas configuration, they gain, lose, or share electrons until their valence shells contain 8 electrons. This leads to form a rule known as octet rule. So leads form a rule which is known as octet rule. So now we can define it as during the formation of a molecule, atoms of a particular element gains, loses, or shares electron until it acquires a stable configuration of 8 electrons in its valence shell. Okay, I already tell you many time example of NaCl. Okay, so Na plus Cl minus, how does the charge come? So Na loses one electron and it gain one electron, so they both acquire the stable configuration. Okay, we will further discuss about in this chapter when you go through the different type of bonding system. Okay, so you will understand more better. Okay, in the next topics which will become now electrovalent and covalent bonding. Okay, structure of various compounds and their orbitic structure. So I hope you understand till here. Further things we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.